Sorry, everybody. I was a little late. I was a little late getting on today. It's a Tuesday. It wasn't that I was oversleeping. So hello, Alona. Hello, Hannah. Hello, Michael. I think Katie's coming on. We're back in the studio, everyone. I just spilled coffee all over my face. So welcome. I got Zoom people. I got Facebook people. So cool. Today it's art. If it's Tuesday, it must be art. It's my art class. I'm Deborah from the Center for Enhancing Abilities. You guys know that already. You guys might or might not. So I just let you know. I got my morning coffee. Wrong pipe. And I got my art mug. Today is my art mug. I got some more mugs coming. So might have some good ones. So hello, good morning. What, Hannah?
Can I paint my rock?
Yes. I'm going to let you know what we're going to do. I promised another rock painting day, and here it is. So if you do not, welcome Stephanie. Welcome Victoria. Victoria's popping on. I see I got some people on Facebook as well. Hello, Stephanie. Hello. So nice to see you this morning.
Hi, Oreo.
Yeah, you got him. He likes to hang out here. Oreo likes to hang out in my art studio. He likes to create. He likes to do stuff. Maybe I'll show you some of his work one day. He also keeps track of, I had a couple of mice in my house, so he scares them away for me. So he does all that kind of stuff for me. So welcome. My lighting for Zoom is a little weird. I look like a vampire, but you guys will forgive me. So we are doing a rock painting project, okay? Now, if you do not have a rock, here's my rock that I'm going to paint. It's like a perfect, nice, Michael. If you do not have a rock, it's okay. You can use paper. You can totally use paper. It's all right. And then if you come across a rock and you want to recreate the design, you can. All righty? So your rock, it can be small. It can be a flat rock. I have a pretty big, substantial rock. You do not want to throw this at someone. I don't want you to pick a boulder. But a nice sized rock might be good. If you want to make something really small and miniature, you can totally do a smaller rock. You don't want to do itty bitty, like super itty bitty, because that would be very difficult for what we're doing today. So you want something like, Michael, your rock was good. If you want to show, that's a good size. That would be on the smaller end. Mine is, we're starting to move to the bigger end. Okay, so anywhere in between. Now, does anybody know what we'll be painting on our rocks? Does anybody want to take a guess?
A design, I think.
You would be correct. Now, does everybody here have a rock? Okay, Hannah's got one. Katie, you got one?
Yeah.
Okay, so Michael's got one. Some people might be working on paper. If you're working on paper, because you can totally do this design. You can use markers, colored pencils, crayons. You can use paints. It doesn't matter. So I'm going to tell you your materials first, and then I'm going to do the big reveal. So we're going to be working with our rock. This is a really good rock. I like this rock. I don't know why. I maybe I have rocks in my head. We're going to use paints. So I'm going to use craft paints. Good morning, Jamie. Good morning. So we've got, good morning, Jeter. We got a nice crew on early in the morning. I was late. I mean, I was here, but I ran. Hey, Terrence, I didn't say hi to you. I ran to the store. My one light. There we go. Because I need to see, technological difficulties. So I'm using paints. I'd like you to start. Hey, Terrence, what's up, man? We're just going over the materials. So a rock big enough to paint, because we're going to do some detailed work on our rock, okay? You're going to need your paints. I recommend, hold on, Hannah, because we got to get everybody caught up. I recommend some different colors. I recommend at least a green, at least a green. You might want black. You might. You can use white as well. I've got a blue. I've got a red. I've got a purple. I've got two greens. And I got a yellow. It can be any color. Oh, my yellow isn't open yet. It can be any color you want, okay? But I'd like you to pick a few colors, okay? You need some brushes.
Can we start now?
Well, we're going to start in just a second, Hannah. I haven't told you what it is, my friend. I'm letting people get on. I usually have people getting on at this time. Not everybody is as on time as you. So, we're just getting our materials straight. Some brushes, and I do recommend some water to clean your brushes, and some paper towels if you got them. Alrighty? Or TP.
Okay.
Or TP. So I think we've got all our supplies, right? Okay? We've got our rock, or if you're using paper, that's cool. If you're using paper, markers, crayons, colored pencils, whatever you want, okay? We've got our paints, and we've got our brushes. All right? Very simple. Brushes of different sizes. I think Kara's coming on as well. All righty. So, hello, Victoria. Who do I got? I got Alona. I got Hannah. I got Stephanie. I got Katie. I got Michael. I got Victoria. I got Terrence. And I got Jeter. And I don't have anybody waiting in the rooms. I've got Kara. Good morning, Kara. And I've got Jamie. Excellent. Excellent. We're good to go.
Okay.
We're good to go.
Right now, Dad.
All right. Right now. And I'm really surprised. No, none of you have mentioned anything. I'm fishing for some compliments.
You colored it.
I did my hair. It's a little different today. It's a little bright. All-righty. Don't worry, it's temporary. All right.
Okay.
Well, except the bleach part. The bleach part isn't. Okay, I'm going to give you a hint. I'm going to show Facebook people first. What do you think this is? Can you guys see the picture? Okay, somebody said a garden. Thank you, Jamie. What kind of garden? What did you say? A fairy garden.
I did.
Yes, excellent. Alex is joining in, so we might have to repeat the materials. Is that
okay, Deborah?
It's bright. This is toned down.
Now?
Well, you could, but you should probably wait for us to say what we're gonna do. All right? These are different pictures of houses, little fairy houses in a garden. All righty? Little different pictures, and this is what you're going to do today. Welcome, Alex. Does anybody want to tell Alex? She came on just in time. Does anybody want to tell Alex what materials we need for this art class today?
I would like to.
Okay, Hannah, you want to tell her?
What do you need, Hannah?
What do we need?
Paintbrushes.
Paintbrushes.
Acrylic paint.
Any kind of paint if you're using paints.
I have gold.
Okay, that's awesome. What's the big thing Alex might need?
A
rock. A rock. If she's got it, what happens if she doesn't have a rock? What might she need, Katie? What could she use instead?
Paper.
She could use paper and do it as a drawing. She could. So a rock, brushes, paints, and if you don't got it, paper. We do it. And today, this is what you're doing. You are going to do a fairy house. That is what you're going to do. And it's going to have a door. Okay? That's the main focus. Because how would you get into your house if you don't have a door? So, does anybody remember before this all went down 12 weeks ago, what kind of project were some of us doing at the Bergen Center? Yeah, what were we doing? Yeah, it was like a door to our soul, right? We had a door, and then we did the picture on the other side of the door. So to kind of bring us back to that a little bit, we'll finish that project when we come back. we're going to do a little door here. It's going to be our fairy garden. Okay, fairy gardens. There's I think in like, there's like a whole hiking trail that you can go see little fairy houses and stuff.
And
Who here believes? Yeah, and they have flowers. Who here believes in fairies? Who here believes in fairies? Or little people, leprechauns? Does anybody believe in them? Oh, Victoria does. Maybe they come to visit your house. So some people believe that if you make a fairy garden, you will attract fairies. I don't know. So let's try it. I think they're also really beautiful, and I think they'll go really well with our rainbow rocks that we did. So you can add it along. You can make like a little community, okay? Like a little welcome house. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do, we're going to get our paints ready. And good, Facebook people can see this. So I want you to start to think about what color you're going to paint your door. What color you're going to paint your door? Because that's the first thing we're going to start. I'm going to start with red. Has anybody heard that red is like, is that a feng shui thing? That red is supposed to be a good luck color. It's supposed to bring good luck to you. So I'm going to make like a nice bright red door, kind of like this picture. I'm going to do a bright red door. So the first thing I want you to think about is what color you're going to do your door and what shape you're going to do your door. Okay, that's the first thing before we start. The second thing is, what color is your house going to be? What color is your house going to be? That's
How about green?
You could do green, absolutely. That would nicely fade in with nature. Might be good camouflage. But you might want to add some grass or flowers or leaves on the bottom of your house. So if you're going to do that, you might want to pick a different color. I think I'm going to pick blue for my house. So those are the, ooh.
Green will be for the grass.
My blue is like really weird. It's like really wet. What is this? I don't know. It's like really weird, guys. I don't know. I think I need a different blue. It's like really creepy. Some of my paints are like really old. Oh my goodness. There we go. I got some blue. So I got some nice blue and red. So the first thing you're going to do is get paint all over your nicely manicured hands. I did my nails because I can't go to my manicurist. So you're going to find a spot on your rock that might be a good place for a door. Look, I did a really good job. Let me see. Did a really good job.
You're better than mine.
Thank you.
Horrible looking.
Listen, if I need a second career, I don't think I'm very good, but I think I could do it. Oh, the blue ran into my red. Okay, so there we go. You're going to pick your paintbrush. Okay, let me see.
To make a blue door.
Okay, make a blue door. All right. Now, study your rock. Find an area where you want to put a door. I recommend for your door, pick a flatter area. That might be a good place for a door. It's wherever the side is going to be easier for you to paint. Okay. Same as my glasses. Yeah. It's my hair's a little orangey. It's supposed to be extreme red. It'll wash out. I look like a clown.
Looks good.
Well, when it comes out, all this is bleached. It looks really kind of strange. All right. So I found the spot for my door. I'm going to make a roundish door. Okay. So with your paints, okay, let me see if I can get a good angle. You're going to start to make the shape of your door. Okay? So I'm going to come in. I kind of want a round door. I don't know. I think that's kind of pretty. I like the shape. So I'm going to just paint. And listen, if you are really confident you know what to do, just keep going. You don't need to wait for me. And I'm going to have it kind of go towards the bottom. Oops, we got Irma coming in. Okay. Alrighty. That's the general shape of my door. All right. I made a round door. Anybody make like a rectangular door?
I made a round door.
You made a round door. Anybody else make a round door? Somebody make a round door. Hey, Irma, so nice to have you. So nice to have you, my lovely lady, today. All righty. So, Irma, we're making fairy houses out of a rock. Have you ever heard of fairy houses? Have you ever heard of fairy houses? It's okay. You know, that's what we're here for. We're here to learn. So, I'm filling in my round door, okay? I'm just going to let that dry a little bit. Some of you who are a little impatient and you want it to dry really fast, you could take a hair dryer or something like that, okay? I definitely look like a clown in this lighting. I look like the Joker. Okay, alrighty. So here's my door. I think I might come back in a little bit to give it a second coat if it needs a second coat. All right? So join your door. Now, you're going to let your door dry before you put in. I recommend it. You don't have to. But we're going to recommend it because what things might a door have? What things do doors have? We have to make sure these fairies can get in. What?
A knob. A doorknob.
Yeah, Alex, you're on mute. I know you're talking to me, and I'm sorry if I'm not responding, my friend. What, a doorknob, would you agree? Whose door has a window? Does anybody's door at their house have a window? Katie has one. That's good to watch out for like burglars or things. I spy on my neighbors all the time. So I'm spying through my windows and through the doors and stuff like that. I'm very nosy. Right? So maybe your door is going to have a window. Maybe it's going to have a doorknob. Now, Alex, remember, if you don't have a rock and you don't want to do a rock, you can do this as on a piece of paper, as a fairy garden. All right? So here is my rock and here is my door. I'm going to come back and put a doorknob, maybe a window, maybe a little saying like home or welcome. I don't know. I want it to be a welcoming house. We want to send out good vibes. There are not a lot of good vibes outside right now. So we want to be a positive force. So we're going to put some good stuff in there. You could do a hobbit hole. Excellent. Which everybody who was on Lunch Bunch yesterday with me, Lord of the Rings or Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, because you got a hobbit house. Come on. Alrighty. So the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to paint the bulk of the rest of my house. Okay. So you could do it like, I know Katie loves rainbows. Maybe she wants to do different colors on her house. Now you could use, I don't think I have one here. You could use a sponge as well to tap on. So as you guys can see, I'm painting the rest of my rock. So I have a nice bright blue house. This kind of reminds me of the house that my parents still live at the house that I grew up on. Oh yeah. And it used to be blue. My parents' house used to be a color like this, and it was blue on the top and it had a brick bottom. It still has a brick bottom, but now I forget what color. I think it's beige. They had it sided after many years. Not that you guys really care or need to know what my parents' house looks like. But I want you to come in and I want you to paint the rest of your house. So, some people, does anybody really care? I'm going to drop this down. I think you guys can see that now. Me painting my house, right? Who here has a blue house? Who here has a blue house?
I do.
You do? Stephanie, do you have a blue house? Who here has a greenhouse? I have a greenhouse, and I don't mean a greenhouse where we're growing things. What colors are your houses in general? The houses that you live in?
White.
White's a traditional color. Katie, what color is your house?
Gray.
Gray? It's a good house. We usually pick, what's cool about this is we can pick crazy colors for our houses, for our fairy houses. Usually when you paint, so you guys can see what I'm doing, I'm just painting my little house here, and I'm going to pop it up so I can talk to you and see you guys. Why might we not paint our real live houses crazy colors? What do you think? Irma, Katie, anybody have any opinions?
Because people on the street are going to be crazy if we do.
Yeah. So we usually don't see a lot of pink houses anymore. The Victorians, long time ago, used to have very, very elaborate colors in their houses. Very elaborate colors. Multiple colors. They were really beautiful. They actually called their houses painted ladies. Painted ladies. And they painted them all different colors. Some towns, do you guys think some towns have rules about what colors you can paint your real live houses?
Yeah,
Yes, who said that?
I did.
Yeah, would you, Irma, have you ever heard of that? That some people, some towns will tell you what colors you can paint your house? Have you ever heard of that?
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the towns that's local that I think for us up this way that's like that is Ridgewood. I'm just going to come down again so you guys can see how my little house. Ridgewood does it. What? Are you talking to us, Irma?
No, I had a phone call there.
All righty. Okay, that's okay, girl. I just didn't want to ignore you. Okay, so you see my house? See my house? I have a blue house with a red door. Okay? Now, the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to start to think about, you're almost done. This is a pretty simple project to get the base stuff done. Now, you might want to go back and put a second coat on if you feel that it's not covering your rock very well. I might come back and put a second coat on my door. Red is supposed to be like for good luck, as we were saying. What color has everybody painted their doors? Shout them out.
I got a rainbow door going on over here.
Nice, I like that. Michael, you said red? I like that. I like red doors. So see how I'm doing that? I'm just coming in. Okay. And what color are you guys painting your houses themselves, your fairy houses? Yellow. I like that. That'll really pop up from the grass. White. That'll really pop up.
Added some green grass.
Nice. What color?
Around with neon colors.
Nice. I like neon. This lets us have a lot of different stuff that's going on in our houses. So what I'm going to do is, while my rest of my house is drying, I'm going to add a little bit of a front yard. I'm going to add a little bit of grass to my fairy garden. I'm going to put a little grass. So I'm going to use two different colored greens. I'm going to do some different colored greens here. I've got a light green and I've got a dark green, and I don't know if you guys can see my light green and my dark green. And I'm going to take a nice thin brush, and I'm going to turn my rock so I can see what I'm doing for a second. And actually, I'm going to do this. I'm going to take my other brush, okay? And I'm going to just, on the bottom of my rock, okay? And I'm going to, my blue and my red, and I'm just going to make some little wisp movements. You could do it any way. So I'm just kind of coming up, and I'm cleaning my brush after each time. So I'm coming up from the bottom, if you guys can see on Facebook, coming up from the bottom and making a little whisk, like boop. So I'm making some grass. So let me show these people as well. So, and I know I'm blocking it, and I'm kind of coming in. When I'm working with wet paints, hopefully, oh no, I put my sleeve in. What's one rule, peoples? When you're painting, roll up your sleeves. Don't do what I do. Alrighty? So I'm just kind of coming in, And you guys can see I'm making these nice little brush strokes. And they're coming up. They're coming up. So let me see if I can show you all. See how I've got the grass coming up into the red door? See how that is? You know, grass grows uneven. So I want it like all like choppy and stuff like that. Alrighty? So I'm going to come in with my light green, and maybe I'm going to do some extra little vines. See how I'm doing that? Hold on. See how I'm doing that? Maybe I've got some little vines coming up. Some little vines. Some little vines or stems coming up. I'm making some squiggles. And maybe I'll put some leaves. There we go. See how that's working out, guys? I got some squiggly stuff going on. Those are going to be the stems for my flowers. So as you're painting your house, I'm going to pop this back up so I can see you guys. How's everybody doing? This morning?
I'm working really hard.
Good, Hannah. I love that. I love that you're working really hard. I like that. Katie, how's it going? How's your rock going?
All good.
Are you working? Is somebody else working with you, painting a rock or doing something else?
I have my grandma today.
Nice. Is you eating or are you painting with us?
Painting with you.
Awesome! That's what I want to hear. We got a painting family. I am stoked. I love that, guys. I love that because then you guys can make a whole fairy garden really fast. You can get a whole bunch. I love it. You guys get like thumbs up, a blue thumb or a green thumb. Alrighty. So it's paint covered. I'm always covered in paint and stuff like that. Kara's house is brown with green accent shutters. Wow, Kara, that's pretty fancy. That's very fancy. I like that.
I've been to her house.
Kara's a nice house. So maybe, Kara, if you're doing a rock, because I know you love art, maybe you make the same house on a rock. So then you would have your beautiful house, and then you would have a little tiny beautiful house. Okay? You guys could do that. So here we go. Here's my rock so far. It looks like my house is overgrown. No! I have a cat blocking. Shoo. Okay, sorry. We had some animal difficulties. I've been watching Jurassic Park, all the movies, so that's what it kind of looked like to your camera. Alrighty, now let's talk more about our houses here, our fairy houses. What kind of details would you guys like to put? So you have a door, you have a background color, you have a basic house color. We have some green grass maybe in the front with, whatever. I'm going to put flowers on that. But what else might a house have? Anybody? What do you think, Alex? What might a house have on it? You're on mute, so I can't hear you. I'm sorry.
I already got a fairy garden.
What did you just say? A roof.
A roof! Yeah! You could leave your fairy house all one color. You could. But you might have a roof on your house. We all do. So that is something else. So what I think I might do, I think I'm going to put I don't want to put a black roof. You could put a dark red roof. I think I'm going to put a purple roof on, okay? So what I'm going to do for my roof is, so you guys can see, I'm going to take my brush. Is this a clean brush? I don't know if it's a clean brush. I'm just going to put like a circle on top, okay? So I'm just going to put like kind of a circle. And what else do you see on a roof? And I'm just going to paint right over my house. See how I'm doing that? What else do you see? A chimney. Did I hear chimney? Yeah, you need a chimney. Does anybody know why you need a chimney? Does anybody know? What do you think? What's
I gotta
Katie?
get going.
All righty, Hannah. Thank you for joining us, lovely lady. Why do you have a kid? Why do you have a chimney?
You know where you have your chimney?
Does anybody?
For
For Santa. That's true. I think he could get in anyway. I mean, he is magical. You know. It's actually for health reasons. You can't have all the smoke from a fireplace or a furnace burning into your house. Alrighty? That's really what it is. You've got to let the gases leave your house. You can get sick. So there's actually a real reason. So here's my roof. I just drew a nice little roof on top of my little there. So you can kind of see it just kind of poking through. I think Facebook just kind of poking through. And Katie is right. I need a chimney. I need a chimney. So I'm going to put a little bit of black. I'm going to do a black chimney, a little black pipe on my chimney. There we go. I'm just going to do like a little, I don't know, maybe I'll make a little square. There we go. That's my chimney. That's my chimney. Just a little something. There we go. There's my chimney and there's my roof. And you could put lots of things on it. You could put shingles on it. You could put lines. There we go. I'm doing some little lines to make it look like it's like, what do you call them? The tiles of my chimney. Alrighty. You could just do it one color. I'm just going to go the other way. I'm going to make sure. You know, there we go. I'm just doing a couple of lines. There we go. There's my roof. There's my roof for my fairy house. Okay? Alrighty. So we have the main walls of our house. We have a door. We've maybe got a little bit of grass. We've got a roof. What's something else a house might have? What do you think, Irma? What does a house have?
Yeah, that's a good roof, Al.
Did I hear it? Windows. So you know what? I mean, I think it's really kind of, sad if my house doesn't have a window. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a yellow, like a yellow window. Kara has shutters on her real life house. So solar panels. Actually, that's probably what mine looks like. Solar panels. That is an garden. I'm pretty impressed with that. Has solar panels. So I'm going to find a spot. I'm going to dip back down for you guys. I'm going to find a spot for my window. Maybe my first window's over here. Okay, there we go. And I'm just going to make like a nice little square. There's one of my windows. Should I have two or one? What do you guys think? Two.
I would do two.
Thank you. Okay, I'm going to put two. Okay, and I'm just painting that right on top. All right, and if you're really into it, you can put, let's see, you could put little lines. Windows have window panes. So maybe I take a very thin brush. Oh, I don't like that brush. Let me find a really thin brush. Here's a thin brush. When we do detail work, what kind of brush do we use? Do we do a fat brush or a thin brush? Thin. When we're doing oh my goodness, I'm getting like paint all over my lesson plan. All right, I got paint on my arm. I got paint everywhere. All right, so my windows, I'm just going to put a little detail. Let me see if I can get you guys to see it. I'm just going to put some window panes. And I'm going to put a little detail. That's up to you. You can make them really simple. You can make them really complex. It's up to you. Okay? Here's the other one that I got. Where's my other one? Okay, I'm just doing. And if you don't have a rock, it's okay. Just use some paper. It's just as cool. You can hang it in your room. You can hang it in your window. Maybe that'll invite some fairies in. Some people really believe in that. So here we go. Here's my house. It's got windows. It's got a roof. Okay. Now let's go back. I'm going to go back to the door. Now, some of you may want to put signs. You might want to put hearts. You want to put lots of things. Some people have shingles. Some people have, a log cabin. You can decorate the outside of your house any way you want, okay? But right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back to the door and my flowers. I'm going to come back to the door and my flowers. How's everybody doing? Is everybody cool? Katie, I see you're working like a mad woman over there, which I love. Nice, Michael. Nice. Alex, you seem to be busy working. I love it. What? That's beautiful. You guys always make stuff better than mine. Nice. I love that. You picked a really wonderful color. It just shot through. I love it. The brighter your colors, the more that the fairies will find it. I think that's the idea. Zoning laws and residential laws do not apply to our fairy houses. So you can make them any colors. You can make them anything. Okay, we got Tony coming on, getting ready for 11:30's music, just for people to know. All righty. So just ignore the man behind the curtain. No, I'm kidding. So here we go. I'm going to start to work on my door and my grass. So you guys can see it. Here's my door, right? There's my door. I know, I'm always squinting. All righty. So you guys told me a door has a doorknob. I would agree with you. A door always has to have a doorknob. Well, I guess it doesn't if it's an automatic door, but these are old-fashioned houses. So, oops, I hate wet brushes. I hate when there's water dipping in. So I'm going to put my doorknob on one side. I'm going to make like a nice little circle. Okay? A nice little circle on my door. You guys see that? Right? Now, you guys told me I should put a window on, right? Should I put a window so the people in my fairy house can spy on my neighbors? Or should I put a word on it? What should I do? I don't know. Maybe I can do both. What word? Let me see. I'm going to put something on it. What do you guys, what happy word should I put on my fairy garden? Believe. Ooh, I like that. Anybody else got some?
I don't know that I can write on it.
If some people can't write on it, it's okay.
You want to put welcome on it?
What somebody said welcome. What do you think we need more in this world right now?
Freedom.
Ooh. Katie, that's a very big political statement, because I know Katie's tired of being cooped up in her house. Absolutely, we need freedom. What else? That's a little big for me to write. Anything else? It's a lot going on. What do you think we should do for one another? What word might I want to put in?
Love.
I think I'm going to put love. I think you guessed it, Katie. I think I'm going to put love. Okay? So I'm going to use, that is like the same color as my purple. I'm going to use pink. And I'm going to put love on top of my door. Okay? So I'm just going to put love. You can put, I loved believe. I thought that was a great word. I like freedom. What other words? Irma, what other words might we put on these? What are some cool words? What do you think? A peace. Peace. What do you think, Irma? That was Jamie's suggestion. Do you like peace?
I agree with Jamie.
Yep, Irma agrees with you, girl. She likes that one. Peace. I put love on mine. So here we go. I got love. I want to spread some love in this world. Good. And maybe what I'll do is my window's going to be heart-shaped. So I'm going to put a yellow heart. Why not? There we go. Oop. My heart did something weird. It didn't stay a heart.
Deborah,
I'm always impressed how you can do this upside down.
Thanks, Tony.
Yeah.
Isn't that cool, peeps?
I can read upside down too. It's a useless a lot of training. I can read upside down. And I like to do that at parties. I used to show up at somebody's trying to get in. Sorry, Dave. Sorry. I used to read at kids, like when my kids were little, and used to go and read books. And they would sit in a circle. You would be like a parent guest. And I would bring the book and I would sit down on the floor with them and I would hold the book open and I would read upside down so they could see the pictures. It's a skill, Tony. It's a skill. It's a gift. It's a gift. I'm not that good. Hey, Christian! Everybody, Christian's on.
All right.
Yeah, I hear all right. Hey, Christian. What is up? We're painting rocks as fairy houses. Rocks as fairy houses.
I see Adam, too.
Yeah, we got Jeter, we got the beautiful Stephanie, we got the lovely Victoria. We've got Alona joining us. We've got the artist Katie. We've got Terrence. We've got Irma helping me out today. And I apologize the day that took me a while because I was doing things upside down. I lost track. We got Michael painting. We got people. We got Jamie. We got Karen. We got Christian. All righty. We're painting fairy houses for our garden. So here we go. There's my rock. I've got a doorknob. I've got a heart. I've got love in my heart. I've got a roof. Now I have these little vines I grew. I want to put flowers. What color flowers should I put on? Does anybody want to help me out?
Some flowers.
What do you think? Katie, what do you think? What do you think's a good color for my flowers? Orange, all right. Kind of like my hair. My hair was supposed to be extreme red, but alas, it turned a little orange. If you saw it before I put the temporary color, you would run and hide from me. It looks kind of nutty. So I've got orange, as Katie said. I kind of like that idea, so I'm going to take her choice. So I'm going to do some flowers. I'm doing detail work, so I am going to work with a thinner brush. So I'm going to find where my stems are. What do you think, guys? Tulips? Tulips or like daisies? Let me see. Maybe I'll do daisies. I like tulips. Tulips are my favorite flower. There we go. To make a daisy, all you're doing is 5, like a little petal flower. We're just going to make 5 little spots, 5 little lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See how I'm doing that? I'm just doing boop, boop, boop. That's all I'm doing. Boop, boop, boop. Let your brush do the work for you, okay? So I'm trying to find all my spots for it. Should my flowers have like a little dot in the middle? What do you think, Katie?
What?
Should my flowers just be plain orange or should they have a little dot in the middle?
Yellow dot.
Yellow dot. Well, I'm letting this girl drive this crazy train. She is telling me what to do. Would you agree, Irma? A little yellow in my flowers? Yeah. Let me see. Alex, how's yours coming along? Let me see if you can hold it up.
You wanna?
Okay, let's see. Nice. Very beautiful. Nice. Michael, let me see how yours is coming along. I'm checking in on you too. Let me see. If you've got it. If you're shy, you don't have to show me your rock. I'd love to get pictures of all your artwork. So I'm going to put yellow dots. I am letting Katie help me create. I'm just putting little dots right in the center. Okay? Little dots. Oops, I missed one. There we go. You know, Hannah, when she was on, she kind of gave a cool idea. She said she was working with gold. Let me see. Is this gold? No, that's brown. Let me see. I got a big thing of paints over here. Let's see. Oh, that's white. I might want to put like little sparkles. Where's my gold paint? Oh, goodness gracious. I got no gold paint. Oh, I bet I know where my gold paint is. I bet it's upstairs. Let's see. Do I got silver? What happened to all my paints? Did any of you guys come and run and steal my paints? Alrighty, I got silver. I got silver. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna add a little bit of like little fairy dust. I want to add like little stars. This is up to you. You don't have to do this if you want. But if you have like a nice metallic paint, if you use glitter paints, where's my glitter paints? Ooh, I've got glitter paints. You name it. I got any kind of paint.
All the paint.
I got all the paint. I got all the paint. I got it all. And some of them, I think are older than my children. I mean, some of these paints I've had for a long time or people have given to me. So I'm going to use a nice metallic. If you've got a Sharpie, listen, if you guys are in the store and you see metallic Sharpies, get them. What? You would walk by, Dave, and not get a metallic Sharpie? I don't think so. I never pass that up. Get your Sharpies. Metallic Sharpies are great for details. So once again, I'm going to use, so Dave, we are making, if you haven't figured it out, we're making fairy houses. We're making fairy houses for a fairy garden. I have one. Cool, right? Cool, right? You've got some Irish blood. I know, yeah, you do, like I do. And some people believe in, what you got? We got some Irish blood around here. They have leprechauns are kind of like their fairies. I think every culture has some type of, sometimes they're mischievous or sometimes they're good. Sometimes they make shoes. I'd like those. Oh, those are elves, I guess. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, my silver paint looks a little weird. And I'm going to put some stars on it. So I'm going to show you if you want. It just gives it a little bit. My paint didn't mix very well. Yucky. My silver must be getting old. Alrighty. So to make a star, what I'm going to show you guys is on a piece of paper, I guess, if I can find a piece of paper. I'm going to work with black. When you make a star, you make one line, if you guys can see that, one line, okay, up and down. Then you're going to make a plus sign. See how I did that? It's a plus sign. One line going across. Now, if you want to make a star, you're going to go make a diagonal one way and then the next. That is the most basic way to make a star. You can also make a star by just making a plus, okay? So let me show you. You can make a star by making a plus. That's all you need to do. That's it, peeps. That's it. Let's not overcomplicate this. So the reason why I'm using a metallic, you can use any color. You can use yellow, you can use white, you can use red. You can skip it. You don't have to do it. The reason why I like metallics is it's very subtle because you really can't see them. So I'm just going to put a couple of stars in, like, maybe it's at night. You really can't even see it. I'm just going to put them at different spots. Okay, just different spots. Maybe I got one here. And I think I'm going to do them in white so you guys can see them, because in silver you can't see them. What color paints should you always have in your house, guys? What color paints? I'm going to start to yell at you. Katie, what color paints? White. Yes. You should have the rainbow. She's right. So you always want black and white when you're making, so let's say you're making your paint kit, you always want black and white in your house, okay? Always, because they're good for detail, they're good for highlights. I've got some white here. Always, in my opinion. You don't have to. I mean, you could do whatever you like, but it's a good thing to, some people say, well, what colors should I do? When you go to an art store. When I go to an art store, it's like me in a candy shop. I also love candy as well, Dave. So I can't resist. Paints or candy or cakes or yarn. So you want your black, your white, because those are going to make your tints. They're going to give nice detail because they pop off of other things, right? You should always have your 3 primary colors. What's everybody's 3 primary colors? Katie?
Blue, yellow.
Red, blue, and yellow. Absolutely. And you want to pick like basic. Because like there's hundreds of blues. There's lots of different reds. Pick something you like. Some things are more pink in a red. Some things are more orange. Some things are really neutral. Like my hair, well, I don't know. I don't know what my hair looks like right now. But so you want that. The other colors you might want, because you can make green from... How do you make green, guys? How do you make green?
Blue and yellow.
Blue and yellow. This is important art stuff. How do you make purple?
Blue and red.
Blue and red. How do you make orange?
Red and yellow.
Red and yellow. Those are your basics. Those are your basics. If you want to make a brown, you can kind of mix them all together. You can mix them all together. Alrighty? So what I recommend is, Katie said it, your rainbow colors. You want your primaries, but you could also do your red, your yellow, your red, your orange, your yellow, your green, your blue, and your purple. You can buy those, and then your black and white. And then you're good. So I'm going to come in, and I'm just going to add a little white. I'm just going to add a little white to my fairy house. Like little flower, like little stars on my fairy house. Let me show you guys. Sorry. There we go. There we go. Maybe I'll put a little one up here. There we go. And that is basically your fairy house. You can decorate the front, the back. I think, Alex, yours is better than mine. I really do think so. You know, I have my roof, my chimney. Let's go through all the elements of our houses. So we've got our background color. We've got our door.
He was removed from the list too.
All right. I don't know who's chit-chatting because we're hearing.
Brighter blue.
No, it wasn't you. Okay, sorry. Somebody was yapping. It might have been personal. So we've got our background color. We've got our door. We've got our grass in the front. I have some flowers. We've got a roof. Roof is up to you. You can make it brown. You can make it black, whatever. I have mine with tiles. We have windows. We have a doorknob. We have a window on our door. And we have a message of hope and love on it. And I've got some extra little details to make it kind of fun and funky. Alrighty? Now, when you're done with your fairy house, there are things you can do to make sure the color stays on. You can get a spray, like a coating. You can get that on there. It's like a spray. I used to call it shellac. I don't know if it's still called shellac, but you can do that and that'll keep the paint fresh. Or you can just leave it as is. And then through time, maybe the paint, if you leave it outside, the paint may wear away, but it doesn't look any less beautiful and it just gives you an excuse to repaint it and change it up. So what do you guys think? Anybody here gonna maybe put this in their garden? What do you think? Who's going to put this in their garden? You can use this as a paperweight. You can keep it in your house. This is a great time for gardening. Put it in a nice, maybe front part of your... Oh, okay. I see what that is. Okay. We were hearing somebody's... I know who it is now, so I apologize. I unmuted the wrong person. Alrighty, so... you could put these in your gardens. Who's going to do this? You could put it in your front lawn, because usually, Katie, you have very uplifting things on your rock, and you may want to share the message with it. You could put it with your other rocks, and you have a whole rock garden with it. So it's up to you. Does anybody got any questions for me regarding our what do they call it? Fairy houses. Fairy houses. My brain went blank for a second because I didn't have my coffee. What do you think, guys? Hard or easy? Hard or easy to do?
It was fun.
It was fun. That's what I definitely want to hear. I don't want to hear that it's like terrible and torture. Could you do different houses for the different seasons? Absolutely. You could do one for a haunted house. I usually make them kind of bright and inviting, but you could do Halloween ones. You could do Christmas ones. You could make a whole Christmas village if you want. The problem is they do get snowed on. They get snowed on in the winter, so people may not see your Christmas rocks outside. You could do them for Hanukkah. You could do lots of different stuff. You could do them for Eid. You could do it for any holiday. But today we picked just a neutral thing for our fairy houses. So that's our fairy garden house. I'm going to say goodbye. I know I'm going to get paint on myself, and I got new skirt on. So I'm going to say goodbye to Facebook peeps. Thank you so much.